Mr. Chairman, I'd strongly oppose the so-called Inflation Reduction Act. When Democrats were in majority in 2022, they jammed this bill through Congress. Conservatives very clearly stated at the time that the bill would increase deficit spending and have very negative impact on inflation. It would impose new and oppressive mandates, and we would end up investing money that we don't have, all deficit spending, 100% of it deficit spending, investing hundreds of billions of dollars into fanciful ideas of energy production that would, ultimately fail. And that's exactly what has happened. So you're damn right. I'd repeal the entire thing if I could, every word of it. Not where we are with our bill, because with the current bill under consideration has been referenced here, because in the spirit of compromise, we haven't been able to get to 100% repeal. The arrogance and disconnect from some of my colleagues across the aisle is really stunning. Mr. Chairman, every American family imagines the wondrous things we could do if we had unlimited money. Great things, no doubt, if you had unlimited money. In this town, in D.C., the federal government sells Treasury bonds to finance deficit spending. America, especially the youngers out there, listen to you, Uncle Clay. We don't have the money. Your nation, this generation right now, this Congress and Congresses past in modern history is spending money we don't have at a rate that's going to collapse your country upon your head. We have $37 trillion in debt. That's $37,000 billion. This body is a long way from balancing the budget. But if we were to balance the budget and run a $1 billion surplus, and a billion is 1,000 million, if we were to run a $1 billion surplus, it would require 37,000 years to address a $37 trillion debt. My colleagues across the aisle are just unbelievably supportive of spending more and more and more money that we don't have. And our country is careening towards bankruptcy. We face insolvency right now. And we must take courageous corrective action regarding the incredibly misguided and ill-advised IRA. Mr. Lieberman, as compared to affordable and abundant energy, how has the IRA subsidies impacted investment in so-called sustainable energy? Have we stacked the deck? Have we put our thumb on the scale, sir?
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of projects underway only because of the generous subsidies.
Only because, not market-driven, not because of the energy that they will provide, not because it's affordable and abundant and transportable and works well with our grid, but because this town, this federal government has put our thumb on the scale. Am I correct?
That's correct. I'd also add there's an energy success story that didn't require any type of tax credits, and that's the fracking.
So let's shift to that. Yeah. Let's shift to that. I'm going to ask Dr. McBride, because my Democrat colleagues, they act like there were no refineries and no plants were ever built before 2022. It's insane. I don't know how we powered the entire 20th century in the first quarter of this century, but we did. We managed to do that without IRA subsidies, spending money that we don't have. But is it safe to say that private investments in alternative energy will continue with or without taxpayer subsidies, sir?
Yes, absolutely. That's certainly the case. You look at EVs. We know EVs have been around for many, many years. My household, we actually own a hybrid, purchased like 15 years ago or something. So these technologies, the batteries that go into
That's
as
going
part of
to
the-
grow.
This actually goes back decades. The development of the battery technology that we're enjoying now goes back decades. This stuff was happening with subsidies to some degree, but also due to private market forces long before the IRA.
I concur. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for appearing today. Mr. Chairman, my time has expired. I yield.